Hello everybody, welcome to Catherine Sews. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today's project comes from a place that's a little more personal, and I truly hope you never need this tutorial. But the reality is that most of us are touched by cancer in some ways, whether it's ourselves or somebody we know and love. So someone very dear to me is undergoing chemo treatment right now, and so I feel so grateful that I have sewing skills that I can put to use to make her something that is soft and comforting. So I wanted to make a simple beanie hat, like a hat that comes down low enough to kind of cover the hairline. So I was searching around for a pattern or a tutorial, and I just put that question out to some of the members that I was on a live call with. And one of the members, Astrid, who's such a sweetheart, she sent me this tutorial, and it's by a lovely lady whose YouTube channel is called Christine's Home Affairs. And it's all about making beanie caps for chemo patients. I followed her instructions, and then I ended up simplifying and simplifying and simplifying. So I made 4 of them yesterday afternoon in just no time at all, and just from a small scrap of t-shirt fabric. And by the end of making those 4, I was just so excited about the process. I really wanted to share it with you. So these caps are just so cute. They really look lovely. Even if you're not dealing with hair loss, these are a really nice cap. And they come together so easily with this cute pleating on top. And it's just one rectangle of a t-shirt knit. So you can use new fabric, or if you wanted, you could even upcycle a t-shirt. Just if you are giving them to somebody who's undergoing chemo, just make sure they're really, really clean. You need to keep everything really hygienic. Oh, and I will be using my serger and my regular sewing machine for this project, but I will try to remember along the way to give you instructions if you don't have a serger. You can absolutely make these on your regular sewing machine with no serger at all. So if that sounds good to you, this is going to be a really fast one, so let's just get busy. Okay, so to make these cute and soft beanie caps, I'll start with a rectangle that is 10 inches or 25 centimeters by 22 inches or 56 centimeters. And this is the maximum direction of stretch. This is the lengthwise grain with not as much stretch. And I'm going to start by going to the serger and just serging those 2 long edges. If you don't have a serger, you can absolutely just skip that step. All my serger settings are normal. My differential feed is at 1, and I did stretch a little bit as I serged so that this would still have full stretchability. Now I'm folding the piece in half, bringing those 2 short edges together, and I'm going to serge that seam. If you don't have a serger, this seam you can just sew on your regular sewing machine. And if your fabric is stretchy here, then use a stretched out zigzag or some other stretch stitch. I'm trying to match my stripes as I go. And now everything else will be finished at the regular machine. All right, so with that seam serged, now I want to quarter mark this top edge. So you can either measure or you can just fold. I'm going to bring my fold just to the edge of the serging there. And I'll put a pin at that halfway point, and I'm going to put it so that the head of the pin is down. And then in half again on each side, and put a pin with the head of the pin down. And one more time. Okay. So now we just go to the regular machine and do a little back tack just through the serging. That's it. Just little dot, dot, dot. So now I'm just sewing a little back tack at each pin. And so now you see why I wanted the head of the pin facing down. It just makes it a tiny bit easier for this step. So I've got those 3 little back tacks. And now I'm going to start at the seam here and open out that area and bring that first little back tack to my seam. And then I can open up the next one so that I'm just looking at that little seam, and I can stick a pin right there. And the next one, open it out, peek inside. And then I'll move my pin so it's grabbing that edge as well. And the next one. So you're just stacking all these little pleats on top of each other. And the last one just fits in there nicely. Move my pin and the end. Good. Now here I want all of these little edges of the pleats to come together evenly. So I'll just pin there and then same thing over here. And now we're just going to sew straight across. It looks like a lot of layers, but on a soft knit like this, it's easy peasy. You know, all the layers are going under there nice and flat. And where I'm going to sew is just a tiny bit down from the serged edge. I don't want to miss my serged edge, so I'll just be like right underneath it there. And then when you look on the outside, look how cute the top is. It just all kind of comes together, almost looking like a little pinwheel. It's so cute and soft and easy. So now I'm just going to put a little hem. I'll just tuck my serger tail inside that hem, and I'm just going to do a 1-inch hem. And I'm going to switch my stitch to a stretched out zigzag. So I want it narrow, 1.5 wide, and a little bit longer, 2 millimeters long. And it is nice and easy when you have a stripe, because I can just line up my stripes and I know I'm nice and straight all the way around. This stretched out zigzag, it has stretch built in, but I'm still going to stretch a bit as I sew. I just want it nice and soft, nothing restricting at all. Just make a nice neat fold as you go. If it doesn't look good, don't sew it. If you don't have a serger and you didn't serge that edge, then you probably would like to have 2 rows of stitching here. I'm just doing the one stretched out zigzag. That's going to be fine. But if your edge is raw here, you'll probably want 2 rows of stitching. You could also use a double needle or a twin needle and sew it from the outside. That would be beautiful too. Okay, I'll run to the iron and give that little hem a press, and then it is done. And that is just so fast, so soft and pretty. I love it. Okay, so how fast was that? Like, that is just lightning fast. You can make a whole wardrobe of these hats for somebody that you love. And I think they're super cute. So there you go. I hope that's helpful for you or for somebody that you love. Thank you so much for being with me today. And until next time on Catherine Sews, you take care.